Good evening and welcome to the Selectmen meeting for the town of Buxton for August 13th, 2025. Call this meeting to order at 7:02. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of prior meeting minutes for August 6, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? That's 5. Discussions held between 4 and 7. At 4 o'clock, Grace McKern, the rec director, came in. We had some discussions about the new rec field down at Torrey Hill. Talked about her, she had hired another new person because someone left and she was at full staff now. So that went very good. At 5 o'clock, we talked about the planning board, and there is going to be a posting at all the local stores. Anybody interested in becoming a planning board member, we'll be talking to them in the near future. It has to be posted for 7 days, Frank?
That's correct.
It has to be posted for 7 days, and then we'll do some interviews if we have to, and we'll go from there. 5:30, the CEO, Patty McKenna, came in. She was looking for information on some fee changes for the solar fields. We don't have any for the big fields right now, and they have to be inspected every 5 years. So she was just trying to get some information, and she was going to do some, look for some information for other towns to see what they're doing. At 6 o'clock, Donna Buckley, our assistant, came in. We talked about the American Red Cross is coming. I have more information on that. Just general conversations. At 6:30, Bill Hall came in, the treasurer, and we talked about carryovers and things like that. And we'll be doing that later in a couple months, probably, once we have a what do they call that when they come in?
Reconciliation.
Audit.
We're going to be having an audit the end of August or the 1st of September. And it's an annual audit from, that they just come in and check our books. Projects and issues, Chad.
Well, Saturday, I think, was a pretty busy day for all of us. I was involved with the parade that John Myers, Angela Mitchie, and several others helped coordinate. I had a vehicle in that, so it was great to see a great turnout from the crowd. It was a hot day for sure, but it was a great turnout from the community with that program. It coincided with the Dorcas Fest. I wasn't able to go to the actual music part of the Dorcas Fest that night, but heard some great stories about how well it went, and I'm sure that'll come up as we go. After the parade, we as a town were invited to the open house of a new church that has opened in the former Chaps building on Long Plains Road. At 2 o'clock, they had a ribbon cutting and open ceremony and food and everything. And so I went to represent the town, and it was a good time, good people. Spoke with the fire chief this week about changes in EMS and fire service, how that's changed over the years. And also the other day I had a conversation with one of our residents who had some questions about Buxton with not having a town manager, being one of the largest or the largest community without a town manager. And the functions and how that works. We had a great conversation. We must have talked an hour, and it was pros and cons, and so there was some interest in getting some more information. Most recently, Hollis went from a 3-person Board of Selectmen to a 5-person Board of Selectmen with a town manager, and so it's going to be interesting to see how that develops and how that goes over there, being side-by-side communities, but we had a great talk about that, and I'm sure that'll continue as time goes, so.
Yeah, so Saturday, I started out, I went to the car show over there at the Dorcas Fest, and it seemed like it was a great day. I just want to say thanks to everybody that came out. Thanks to all the people that worked throughout the day to keep everyone safe and pull it off without a hitch. Sunday, I met up with a resident from the Bar Mills Dam Decommissioning Committee so that I could get caught up with all the information and just go over some things that are coming up here because we're getting ready for a meeting hopefully at the end of this month. And that's pretty much it for me.
Frank?
Not a real lot for me this week, unfortunately. I couldn't make the parade and the community days. I had other commitments that I had to deal with. I did have a meeting with our transfer station director, Greg Hefferman, about a personnel issue. I also had a meeting with Sergeant Brian Donahue of the police department. The chief was on vacation, and so I met with the sergeant, and we had a conversation about a personal issue that was going over there, and that's pretty much my week.
Tom?
Not a lot to add from me either. I also had a vehicle in the parade and went down to the Dorcas Fest in the evening to the concert, and would like to thank everyone that involved as well that put that on for the community. It was a good day.
I went to the parade and also to the concert. It was really good, a lot of people there. It was good to talk to a lot of people. I talked to Public Works Director this week and was over to transfer station for a little bit the other day. Old business, junk removal sealed bids deadline is August 27th, 2025. Surplus vehicle sealed bid deadline is August 27th, 2025. New business, American Red Cross is going to be here at the town hall on September 8th, 2025, from 1 to 5 for a blood drive.
Dave, I want to, if I can just mention, another thing, I did speak to a resident in direct connection with that junk removal bid that we were requesting. The individual was inquiring, well, how can the town just find a property and go and haul their junk off and everything like that? Had a great conversation about that, and it's important to note that there was court orders and violations that brought that particular situation up. It's not something we just do out of the blue, so.
Yep. There was a court agreement and they did not follow through, so then we had to enforce
it.
Judge's ruling. Executive orders. Executive order 25-26-08-003, an order approving John Myers to attend 2025 Project Election Infrastructure PEI Advocate Day, September 29th, 30th, and October 1st, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? That's 5. Any executive orders by initiative?
No.
Accounts payable and payroll warrant. Executive order 25-26-08-001, in order to approve expenditures as documented in payroll warrant 12.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? That's 5. And that amount is $128,192.69. Executive Order 2526-0002, an order approving expenditures as documented in accounts payable 14.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? That's 5. And that amount was $115,766.97. Next meeting of the boards, the next selectmen meeting will be Wednesday, August 20th, 2025 at 7 PM. The next planning board meeting will be held Monday, August 25th, 2025 at 7 PM. Any other business?
No.
Public questions and comments?
Hi, Deb Bickford, Buxton. Thank you for the conversation, Chad. I have a question about junk removal, sealed bids. 2 questions. How, if someone was gonna put in a sealed bid for junk removal, how would they know what it entailed and what they, like, how would they come up with a bid offer if they don't know?
They went there last Thursday and looked at it, and then they'll submit a bid,
Based on what they saw?
what they saw.
And then my other question is, who pays for the actual removal?
The town.
Okay,
And there'll be a
Lean.
Lean.
lien put on that property, so that when it's sold, that has to be paid
okay,
back.
that's the rest of it, okay.
It's not free.
It's not free, okay. And then the other thing was, I wondered if Chad got a chance.
I did not.
That's okay.
Deb was so nice to send over through Vimeo, a clip about how Hollis went about choosing to go with a town manager or getting the information and everything. And I just hadn't had a time to look at it yet.
Yeah, it's very educational, that's all. It was Paul Mador and Ponzetti,
Nancy.
woman.
Yep,
Ponzetti, is that her last name?
yep.
They were the 2 that were in the video, and it's more informative. In other words, you know, what it is, what it isn't, how it works, how it doesn't work, it's more informational. And so I just thought it was interesting.
I will, I assure you I will. It's just been
Yeah.
kind of crazy the last few days, so.
And I want to, at one point in the conversation, you said, you seem like, what are you not happy with? And I said, I'm not unhappy with anything.
That's
I'm
correct.
trying to learn, and I now know that this is the largest municipality without one, a manager or you called it a manager or an administrator. And so, and then I know that Hollis just did it. Now, I know Hollis's situation is different than this one because we have a charter. They only had 3 board members. We have 5. You know, I understand that, but again, I'm just trying to learn, so, thank you.
That was good conversation. I appreciate that.
Anybody else? Any executive sessions after this?
Nope.
I'll call for adjournment at 7:17.
So moved.
All those in favor? That's 5. Have a safe week, and we'll talk to you next time.
It's so.